Hi, I'm going to talk to you tonight about sleep. And this is definitely one of my weaknesses. This is one of my goals for the next 6 weeks is to work on getting more sleep and getting better sleep. We tend to skimp on sleep, especially if we're busy. We try to do everything we need to do, and then sleep is just, oh yeah, it's time to go to bed now type of thing. But it's so important for us. It's important for our health. It's important to be productive, and getting a good amount of sleep will also help with weight loss, which is really important in this group. This is our time. Sleep is the time when we get to, our body can regenerate, it can repair, and it can regrow. And especially when you're exercising and pushing your body like we are, this is really important for you. Sleep, exercise, and fasting can help raise the human growth hormone. And raising human growth hormone helps promote fat loss and increases our muscle growth. But the lack of sleep we get, or broken sleep, can actually increase weight gain, increase your stress, and increase fat gain too. So we really need to focus, and one of the big problems is not being able to wind down at night. Screen time is one of the big factors for this. So, and I'm guilty of this too, having the TV on, scrolling through my phone. I'm pretty much doing this till I go to sleep. And this can actually negatively impact our sleep because the artificial light from those screens is actually tricking our body, which makes it harder to go to sleep because our body thinks it's still daytime outside. Also, this is one of the reasons why it's better to exercise earlier in the day if you can. Now, if you can't, then that's fine, because it's better to exercise at night than to not exercise at all. But if you do exercise at night, you need to make sure you give your body time to wind down. So whether you meditate or stretch or take a relaxing bath after you work out, you need to do something to help your body calm down. But if you can at all, try to exercise earlier in the day so your body is not wide awake and amped up and pumping with adrenaline from your workout. Adults actually need between 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Right now I'm getting about 5 or 6 hours of sleep, and most of the time it's broken sleep. And I know for some of us, if you have small children especially, it's not going to be perfect. But there's some nights that my kids do sleep all night, and I still am only getting 5 or 6 hours of sleep. So we need to, first of all, make a sleep schedule. So we need to try to say, all right, this is the time I'm getting up on this morning, so this is the time I need to go to bed. So go ahead, I would try to schedule 8 hours of sleep, and then if you can't get that, hopefully you're at least getting 7. So my goal is going to be to at least get 7 hours of sleep at night. But I'm going to try to start winding down and giving myself 8 hours of rest. Also, trying to stop with the unnatural lighting, especially right before bed. So I would say to try to put down your phone at least 30 minutes before you go to bed, turn off your TV, and that leads to the next thing, to create a relaxing bedtime routine. So you might want to stretch or meditate, take a bath. Brain dumping is something Julie has talked about before, where you kind of, all the craziness that's going through your head, this would be a good time to just write everything down. Things you didn't get done, things you need to do, whatever is on your mind at that time. Kind of like you're releasing it. And then on the other side of the paper, I would pick 1 or 2 of those things that you're going to focus on for tomorrow. And then write some of the things you're thankful for. What were some of the things that went well? What are some of the things you're grateful for? This way you're ending your day on a positive note. There's also, you could have some hot tea. Deep breathing is really good for you too. It helps relax your whole body. And also trying to visualize your next day. again, ending on that positive note is important. Visualize what you're going to do, the goals you're working toward, and just get that positivity in your life. And that would help you have a more relaxing bedtime routine. Also, make your bedroom more sleep friendly if possible. Cool, dark, and comfortable. That's what's important. You sleep better when it's cooler than when you're hot and sweaty. And again, try not to sleep with the TV on if you can. And make sure you have a comfortable sleep area. Again, sometimes that's hard for me because every now and then I have a 2.5-year-old in my bed. Step 5 is to try to finish your food at least 1 hour before you go to bed. Again, I'm a person with a crazy schedule, and this is, again, is where planning really comes into key, because there's at least 2 nights a week that I don't get home until after 8 o'clock. And technically I need to be in bed by 9, 10 at the latest if I'm going to be able to get that 7 hours of sleep, depending on what time I'm working out in the morning. Some mornings, especially on feast day, I'm up at 4:15 to try to work out. So I can't be coming home and eating dinner at 8 o'clock at night. So these are the times when I need to plan ahead, make my shake, or bring my food with me. Ideally, you want to finish eating at least 4 hours before you go to sleep. So if you're going to go to bed at 10, you want to try to be done with your food by 6. This way your body isn't trying to digest the food. Sorry, I don't know what my kids are doing. But this way your body's not trying to digest food while you're sleeping. This is one of the things that can actually wake you up at night, is if your body's going through that digestive process. So you want to try to give your body a chance to actually rest while it's sleeping. And one of the ways you can do that is by finishing your meal 1 to 4 hours before you go to bed. All right, and I think that's all I have on sleep. Like I said, sleep is important. Don't skimp on this, and I'll be working right alongside with you. And if you have any tips or tricks to get some good sleep, don't hesitate to post your ideas too. Have a good night, and I hope you get lots of rest. Bye.